It's been widely reported that Julius Mkhwanazi, the suspended EMPD, has been arrested.
The suspended Ekurhuleni Deputy Metro Ekurhuleni Police Chief Julius Mkhwanazi, who just got off the stand at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry just a few days ago, has been arrested at his home this morning. And we understand that those arrests are relating to fraud, corruption, and defeating the ends of justice, obstructing the ends of justice. The official was arrested this morning. We now know that it isn't Julius Mkhwanazi.
And the charges are fraud, corruption, and defeating the end of justice. I think it's related to that one witness D allegations. Yes, the dumping of that body. Yes, there's another one that's to do with fraud. The corruption also involves that those blue lights. It could be around those blue lights issuing. There's a fraud one. So that one is interesting because the fraud, I think the fraud's to do with this identity.
If one has regard to the term mother, it could refer to almost anybody. It is upon receipt of the documents from the Home Affairs that we concluded that he knew that the lady who had passed away is not his mother. He misrepresented that fact to the commission and he obtained his extension. It was compounded by the fact that then Home Affairs gives us his birth certificate, which actually shows who his parents are. And he continues in that vein because today, sitting here, he says the very people identified in his birth certificate as his parents are actually his grandparents.
Was Julius Mkhwanazi lawfully appointed? That's in lawfully appointed. We're asking that the name Julius Dr. Mkhwanazi, is it a valid name? Is it his name given at birth? By who? All right. And is it a valid name? Is this what Home Affairs can establish as the actual valid name? Because I would allege that this name actually, for that last name, it raised huge red flags. His names and that last name do not add together. They're big red flags. All right. So, and also plus other stuff. All right, that we found out in Madlanga Commission. In Madlanga Commission, they know, there's something about him that's why they said that he's in contempt, because he knew he was misleading the commissioner anyway by saying he was going to bury his stepmother. All right, they went to court around 1975, under the apartheid government. They went to court around and they fought to have adoption, the grandparents, adoption of their grandson, who their son is still alive, is living with them. And the son could not go and fight that adoption himself. Grandparents, they're always your grandparents. They don't change to become something else. They may take an unofficial role as parents, but they remain your grandparents. Their status don't change to become your father. Even though your mom and dad are still alive, they live with you at home. You know them, they visit you, and they look after you. Your grandparents' status don't change under the customary law in South Africa. They don't change. Their role may change. They may take over the role of being parents, but their status as grandparents do not change. And they do not change in such a manner that they would then go to court to adopt their grandkids, put them as their kids, while their son's still alive, still live with them. So that's why I'm saying this one, the story around his identity is also another one that needs to be looked at. And now that his guy is being arrested, we will find out the entire truth about his identity, because when he goes to court, they would have done everything. They would be actually looked at all these archives about him, everything, even the one that we don't know about. they would have investigated everything. I mean, that team at Madlanga Commission of Inquiry is one of the best team that we've seen so far in the judiciary inquiry in South Africa. It's the best team. I did a lot of research about his case, the case that he told us about, but I couldn't find a single reference to it. However, there is a limitation. It's 1975 during the apartheid where the records weren't kept properly. So it's possible that the case exists. It's just that it's not been made archive online electronically, so where you can look at it, search for them. All right, so just have to be aware of that.